Welcome YouTube to Complete Lifestyles, where we focus on becoming the best version of yourself, always doing better, moving forward. We don't ever want to stay stagnant, and we don't want to go backwards. We want to always be going forward. Nobody can be perfect, but we can all become complete as individuals. Check out the website, CompleteLifestyle.co. You can get your clothes, you can get the book, you can reach out to me for speaking engagements, one-on-one conferences, teachings, mentorship, you name it, we do it up there. Just reach out on the website. I'm on Redbubble and Teesprings. I'll put the links in the descriptions. Like I said, I'm still working on that class, so I'm working on the class. I'm moving forward with that. I'll post that as soon as it's ready. So let's get into it today. I know you guys been seeing that the video's coming soon. Been putting everything together, working on it. So, what is our topic for today? Things men do when they're in love. Now, a lot of times, this video is made because a lot of times men won't just come right out and tell you. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't, but they'll give you gestures. They'll do different things to show you how they actually feel about you. So, I got about 6 things that'll tell you how they feel without them actually telling you how they feel. Let's jump into it. Number 1, men will let you know, like I just stated, either directly or indirectly how they feel about you when they're in love. Meaning, sometimes they'll flat out tell you. Other times they'll either hint at it or show some gestures. A man in love has to express to his significant other how he feels. He can't just hold it in. The way he look at you will change a little bit. The little gestures he'll do. Just make sure that when he does tell you, that you return the favor. Because when a guy tells you how he feels, he puts himself in a vulnerable position. Most men do not like to be in a vulnerable position or state. They want to always feel like they're in control. And it's certain things that when men do, they put themselves in that state. Just make sure you return the favor. When they directly tell you how they feel, it's more of a confidence thing. They pretty much know what your response is going to be. When they give it to you indirect, it's kind of, let me gauge and see how she's going to react, how she's going to respond to what I said. So I don't want to just come right out and tell her because I'm trying to save face. But I do want her to know how I feel. So those are the 2 things in the first example of the men telling you that you got to understand. That someone come out and tell you straight out, hey, babe, I know we've been going at this for a while. I love you. It is what it is. Others will be like, you know how I feel about you, right? When you hear stuff like that, that's him telling you. 9 times out of 10, it's more than a light thing. So just keep that in mind. The first thing on this list, like I said, is either they're going to come right out and tell you, either directly or indirectly, how they feel about you. Number 2, a man that's in love with you is going to remember things even if they're big or small. So all the stuff that's important to you, birthdays, anniversaries, your favorite things, your likes, your dislikes, flowers, smells, scents, favorite foods, all of that, things that matter and are important to you. If you bring something to their attention and say, hey, this is how I feel about something, they will try to correct it or resolve the issue or try to solve the problem, because they want to make sure that you don't have no concerns, no doubts, no worries, nothing is wearing on you, etc., etc. So they will try to resolve everything. And this is how you know too if they really care about you. Something that you may think is small, they see it as a big deal. So something that's small that you care about but you don't really care about, they don't even care that it's small to you. They just want to get it resolved so that y'all can move forward. They don't want any issues. A man that's trying is showing you, hey, I really care about you, because if they don't care, they're not going to try. You can tell them, hey, my sink need fixed. All right, I'll get to it when I can. Instead of, all right, babe, let me go work on it. Let me go get my tools and go work out. My car need washing. You could just mention that I need to get my car washed. You come out the next day, your car is washed. Everything that you mention or say is an issue or a problem, something you need to get done, they go above and beyond to make sure that they get that issue resolved and taken care of immediately. Now, number 3, generous with their food. I can speak for myself. I don't like to share my food. I'm the type of guy that if we go somewhere, I want you to eat whatever you want. I'm going to get what I want. You get what you want. I even get you 2 of what you want, so you won't have to come over there into my plate. But if I'm in love, I give you the last bite of my food. That tells you, or at least offers you, that tells you how he really feels about you. Unless, like, you got to be careful on this one, because sometimes, he'll be full and then be like, you want the last bite, but, he don't care no more because he's full. Now, if he's still hungry and he's like, you know what, babe, I know you tried it and you liked it. Go ahead and take this last bite. Go ahead and get this. Or he'll put it in front of you. He won't even ask you. He'll just like, here, babe, take this last bite. Also, you know how some women like to reach in a man's plate. We don't like that. We really don't like that. But if we love you, we accept it and say, it is what it is. We don't make a big fuss about it. It ain't no big thing. We love you. So we want you to be full. We want you to eat with us. But if a man is being generous, offering you his last bite, etc., the last piece of the food, the last piece of the pie, whatever, letting you drink his juice, the last drop, he's telling you, hey, babe, I love you enough. It ain't no big thing. Do what we do. Number 4, he will pamper himself with you. So all the things he wouldn't normally do, he starts making exceptions because he knows you enjoy him. It's about you. When a man says it's about you, when he's always asking what he can do to help you, to do better by you, this is a telltale sign. So stuff like if exfoliating mask, y'all put that cucumber stuff on your face and he like, come on, babe, we'll do it together. Also, shaving together or nairing together, those type things where, all right, well, we'll be in the shower or we in the bathroom and we clipping our toenails together. We, manis, pedis, all that different stuff. Even stuff like watching girly movies that, we really don't want to watch. I.e., if I could think of one off the top of my head, maybe like the Notebook or something like that. Or for you upper tier that like going out and doing things like the ballet and the opera, if your man just volunteers to come with you, that's a telltale sign he loves you. Because most men, we don't want to do that stuff. We don't do it if we by ourselves. So just the fact that we are with you, we want to share and do the stuff that you do. And then we're even open to it when you say, hey, babe, let me clip them toenails. Let me remove that little bump on your face. Let me pop that there. If we let you pop our pimples, that's a telltale sign. All right, if we let you put that cream and stuff and the cucumber and stuff on our face, because we don't care about that. Men, you got some men out here that care. But a lot of us, we don't care about that stuff. Most of them don't even cut their toenails, stuff like that. If they letting you baby them and pamper them and doing that stuff with you, that's a telltale sign. They trying to go with you to stuff that we don't normally go to. He's telling you, hey, I love you enough. I want to be there for you. I want to be with you. I want to do all the things that you like to do together. Now, so what is number 5? Number 5 is he stares at you a lot. And this, you can't really tell that this is not like a telltale all, like a indirect or direct thing. Because a lot of times when you first get with a woman, you stare at them a lot too. But also, it turns up a level when you guys go into it, when we go into a relationship, or the feelings get a little bit stronger, you find yourself staring all the time. And you know how you can tell when they staring at you, because when you catch them, y'all always ask the same question. What you looking at? You know what we looking at. We looking at you. What you looking at? I'm looking at you, babe. What you looking at me for? I like what I see. You look good. You know, it don't matter what you're doing in this scenario. You could be cooking, cleaning, walking into a room. You could be naked, hopping out the shower. We appreciate every part of your body. The stretch marks, the wrinkles, the imperfections. You feel like you put on a little weight. The rolls. I myself, it don't bother me. It doesn't bother me not one bit. I love it. If I'm with you, I've already seen you. I know what you look like. You can't change to something that I don't like once I like you or once I love you. It comes with the territory. I know what being a woman, being a woman comes with. Some women fluctuate in their weight. Some women, start having pimples and bumps and things around certain times of the month or the week or whatever. If a guy truly loves you, he rolls with it all. It doesn't bother him. He understands what comes with the territory. You're not gonna always look like a 10 with your makeup on and in a dress and all that. Some days you're gonna have off days, and even when you waking up fresh out your sleep, you are still beautiful to him because he loves you. It's more than just a look. And when a guy gets to that point that he just appreciates everything about you, it's a telltale sign. You could say something like, "Oh, I don't like how I'm looking," and he telling you, "Hey, babe, you look amazing. You're beautiful. I wouldn't trade nothing. You ain't got to change nothing." So those are some of the things that transpires when they're in love with you. They gonna look. The amount of looking that they do amplifies. It's like when I'm with her, I don't care what's going on. I'm looking. I'm always looking. So that's number 5. And the last one is number 6. He brings you around his family and his friends. You're not a secret. The family and friends, they know about you, and they met you, and hopefully they like you. You want them to love you he wants them to love you just as much as he does. He also doesn't freak out or cringe about those awkward conversations about where you guys are headed in your relationship wise. Either when family and friends mention marriage in front of him, or they mention a relationship or having children or taking it to the next level, whatever the next level is for you guys, it doesn't bother him. Some guys, people start saying that stuff and they be like, or you see them doing a little timeout, or they do the shake or something like that, and they try to play it off or switch the subject. If he embraces that type of stuff, he's telling you, "Hey, babe, I love you enough so we can go to the next level." So you gotta watch him, because he will, like I said, either directly or indirectly tell you how he feels. Because once a man gets to that stage, he has to express himself. Now, as I mentioned before, he puts himself in a very vulnerable situation when he does this. So, as the woman or the significant other, because I don't judge, whatever it is, do not let him just stay in that state of unknowing if he doesn't know. If he doesn't know how you feel and he's putting himself out there, either A, embrace it, tell him how you feel, that you're with it, or you feel the same way, or B, number 2, whatever you want to call it, tell him you're not there yet, or you're not there at all. And so either way, he can get out of that state and breathe a sigh of relief, knowing how he's going to move forward, or pick his face up and move forward with, all right, she's not here, maybe she's not that in, maybe she's not there with me, etc., etc. So those are the things that let you know if a man really loves you or not. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody. We still growing. Have a great day.